This is the Mario Mancini show, and I know he's coming back. He's going to have something nice for us here today, and he's going to speak some pleasantries about somebody.
You know, professional wrestling is a very humbling business. I'll even go as far to say a very humbling sport. Um, you're not in control of your own destiny. You you cannot make it on your own merit. You can't. Average Joes like myself have a hard time. You know, it's a gift from God to be 6'10". Not everybody's 6'10". Imagine if I was 6'10", my career would have gone quite differently, you know. And when you're fortunate enough to be handed something really good and you make a 30-year run of it and you build an entire life and become a millionaire from it, it's something to be thankful for and be humble about. I just don't understand. I sent you a clip and he's calling, and I'll respect both genres, um, both names. I like Jobber, other guys like Enhancement Talent. Calling us jabronis. I was working with this jabroni. Could we say jabroni anymore? Jabron. I was working with this jabron. When I was 17 years old and I went to wrestling school, I didn't go to wrestling school to be one of the most famous losers in pro wrestling history. That wasn't my dream. I wanted to be the next Bruno Sammartino. I was told by my trainer, when you put your time in and you pay your dues, you're going to get a push. Take about 4 or 5 years. Okay. Never happened. Everybody that steps into that ring in a wrestling school has the same dream. We all did. We didn't go in there and say, listen, I became a professional wrestler to do squash matches. That wasn't the goal. That's what happened because I didn't have a bloodline, because I wasn't that guy that got off the airplane and 100 people looked and went, wow, who's that? I didn't have a tailor-made gimmick given to me. And I was a heterosexual. So I the odds were stacked against me and many other guys. But I walked into the ring on November 19th, 1990, and I gave this guy my body for the first time in his career in the WWF. And I was 24 and he was 25. And I didn't feel like a jabroni when I was in there. In fact, I felt kind of superior. I always felt superior when I did a debut match because I felt it was the person's first appearance and he needed to get over in a certain way or big way. And that's why they chose me, because they knew they can trust me to do that. And I was good enough to do that. You would never hear Bret Hart call me a jabroni, ever. This is the same guy that did his Hall of Fame speech about respect. And my phone went absolutely ballistic that night because he talked about his debut night and a match didn't go well and he had to take it to a jobber. And that wasn't me. It must have been the match after me because it wasn't me. My match was seamless against him. It wasn't me. And he talked about respect. And then when he was given a speech for the Hall of Fame, he turned around and did a squash match, said something about a squash match with a jobber. And he said, oh, enhancement talent. You know, when he spoke about respect, he turned around and seconds later just disrespected again. And now he did it again. He did it again. Listen, he's not the business.